Eric came over. We wrote to each other on Facebook Messenger. He doesn't live that far from me. This is the first time we meet. He came over to my place on his MCM5, right? MCM5. A nice, zippy, torquey wheel. And I started mentioning, you know, it would be cool to get a MCM5 rider and put him on one of the bigger wheels. And here we got the bigger wheels. This is the Fat Nick. This is like the Alien Rides 2700 watt hour, right? So it's with 3 battery packs. You know what they say about this one? You know what they say about it? They say that it's wobbly, and they say that it's top heavy, and they say that it's this and that. They say that it wobbles when braking, and I say it's a rider issue. Because when you've been riding a sketchy MCM5, everything is going to feel planted as hell. And to make matters worse, I got like the worst tire in the world. Go ahead and ride every crack you can see. Let's see you ride some cracks here. Look at this. Look at that. Look at him go. Look at him lean, man. No respect. He's got no respect for wheels. He's just leaning. Look at this car, man. Do you do that kind of leaning on your MCM5?
All the time.
No wonder you almost fell off the front the other day, man. No wonder. Jesus, it's scary as hell to see you do that. Then you definitely need a full face helmet if you're gonna do that kind of stuff. Man, that's scary. So those are the Frank pads that are there. Those are a high friction pad. And that means you have friction all the time. You have torque all the time. You have torque in the middle, you have torque at the end. The other pads that I had on the EXN that I'm riding now, the torque pads, they're dead in the middle, and they have torque in the front and the back, but they're dead in the middle, so there's no torque in the middle. And now I'm using the Clark pads. And since the Clark pads have a narrower indent, then you'll hit the front and the back sooner. It's got a good footlock, and then they are more of a high torque pad, right? Until you run out of speed at the end. You run out of lean. So let's go to Stureby Hinderbana.
Okay.
The Stureby area where there are like some mounds. So we'll look at those mounds, and we'll look a bit at the torque, and we'll try not to bang up these wheels too bad, right?
Yeah.
It's hot today, man. It's hot today. This crossing is the one that Elias went through at 40 kilometers an hour for some reason. He thought that 40 kilometers an hour was a good idea. He now knows that it's not a good idea. Because when you hit a cyclist on his rear tire, then things don't end well. He went flying, man. The cyclist did not go flying, Elias went flying. But hey, new riders, right? New riders. So, Eric has been riding since October. And he's brutal, leaning onto that wheel, you know. And it's a soft mode on the Nikola, and the Nikola has a winding for high speed. And on the soft mode, you know, might press through some magnets. Might do it. You probably will on these mounts. So, but we can always change the mode. So the alarm is set to 35. It will beep at 35. Yep. Let's see. That's mine. Because I put my alarm on as well. That was me. There we go. Did you hear the beep?
Yeah.
35. So then we know when we're doing 35. Since this is a new wheel to you, you know,
Yeah.
you don't want to get the 5 beeps at 60 kilometers an hour, you know. We can do that later on. We can do that later on. Yeah. We're just out chilling, right? If you want to do stuff at 60 kilometers an hour on a new wheel, I will let you borrow a jacket. I will let you borrow some pants. I will let you borrow my full face helmet, and so on and so on. What helmet size are you? normal sized, I guess. Mine is a large anyway, right? So that I can have something under, like some wind protecting thingy. Oh yeah, school's out for summer. School's out for summer. Let's see. A guy smiling. A guy smiling. He was smiling. He was smiling. You know why he's smiling? Because he wished he didn't have to go home to his wife today. He wished that he could be out riding his electric unicycle. Watch out for that mud. It's treacherous. It's treacherous, man. So go ahead and hit that small mound there. Look at him go. No fear. No fear. He took the big one. He didn't even need much of a warm-up. Damn. Skills, man. Skills. What do you think about the tire? Was it hell to ride on?
It's a bit more force than the MT5.
Yeah, of course, of course.
So, and I'm not sure how much I can lean without scraping the pedal.
Oh, to the side?
Yeah.
To the moon.
You're not afraid of scraping them?
No, no, no. You go ahead and scrape them. You go ahead and scrape them. There we go. Now you found the limit. Now go ahead and do that at 50 kilometers an hour and let me know how that works, especially on that tire. Look at it. He went for it. He went for it. He went for it, man. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. How did it feel? Did you feel it grunting on the way up?
No.
You didn't? All right.
That's what I usually do.
Yeah. So it works, right?
Yeah.
It works to do that kind of stuff. Well, let's see you play around with the EXN a bit then.
Oof.
Yeah. You're gonna have to warm up a bit and get into the groove of the Clark pads. The Clark pads are going to be a new thing for you, but you do use the Urban Star on your MCM5,
Yeah.
right? It's going to be a totally different locked-in game, a totally different wheel, a totally different feeling, and so on. This first turn, he's going to like die on the side. And Nicola feels like a... Yeah. Medium mode, and the medium mode is hard as hell. So when you lean, it won't respond. Right? You lean forward, nothing happened. Exactly. Exactly. For the EXN, you know, you gotta get them gains. The EXN is a big boy. It's gonna move you before you move it.
I like the thigh pads more.
Yeah. You like the Clark pads? No, you like these pads. You like the Frank pads.
Yeah, or
Of course.
thigh pads.
Oh.
You can really lean.
Yeah, yeah. You can here. Yeah. You just have to learn how to access the torque. Nice. Yeah, go ahead and scrape those. Yeah. Exactly. You gotta hinge the hip, man, or you ain't going nowhere. Exactly, man. Exactly. So go try that other section. That section over there.
Yeah.
The section with the rock. Yep, you ran out of lean.
It's a high-speed wheel.
It's a high-speed wheel, but
Yeah.
it's a high torque wheel, but it's the torque accessibility that is the problem. You need more muscle. More muscle. There.
Putting my toes around the
Yes.
pedals.
Yep. Do you think you're leaning forward? You haven't even started leaning forward. You haven't even started, man. And that's the kind of lean you need to get it to 70 kilometers an hour. Then you start thinking about your sins.
That's scary.
It's scary. Now you can have fun. Lean it, lean it, lean it, lean it. Forward, forward, forward.
But it's a bit more of a workout than
It is, it is. But you know, when you get back on the Nikola, it's going to feel like a toy afterwards. Since you were doing soft mode on the Nikola, on the medium mode here is very hard. And it's also the new algorithm. Let's put this on the soft mode.
Okay.
You'll have an easier time climbing, because otherwise, you know, we're going to compare soft with soft.
Yep.
Do you have the Bigodi app?
Which
Done.
one is-
So the soft mode on the newer wheels does this. It goes back to neutral fast. Right?
But it didn't beep. This
No, it doesn't beep.
is-
It doesn't beep. It does not beep to confirm. Yeah, I know. And the app will actually read the settings back to you.
Oh yeah? Ah,
The
that's
Bigodi
good.
app will.
Okay.
The other apps won't.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
because you never know what you've done.
Exactly. So then you end up overriding everything, and you take another app and you connect, and it's going to say medium, but another setting is going to be here, and all of a sudden you push out a ton of settings. Sucks. Sucks. So it sort of gives a feeling. Did you hear that? Grek, right? It skipped through a magnet, right? Exactly. You did a hard brake, right? And you did a hard brake because the Clark pads are set for hard braking. So he's over torquing the wheel backwards a tiny bit on this because the Clark pads are tilted forward. The brakes come sooner. It's no problem, but it's good to know. So what's happening there when we're over torquing the wheel a bit is that we're just like making the motor grunt because it's on the verge of skipping through a magnet, right?
Mhm.
You can do that with the Nikola.
Yeah.
So try it on the Nikola and see. And it'll do it twice as much. Have you ever done that on the MCM5?
I had that noise, yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. That's the grunt from the skipping. The MSX will do that as well. The wheels that will hardly ever do it are the high torque wheels. The high torque wheels are the ones with the C38 magnets and above. That's the MSP-HT, the RS-HT, and the EX.
Yeah.
The EX has a C40. Exactly. He grunted it and skipped through there. Look at this. Watch him go down on his ass. You can't torque it. You can't torque it. Right?
Nothing there.
You can't torque it because there's nothing there. This is a low torque config. Exactly, 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 man. Yeah, good catch. Soft mode, Nikola, is my low torque flow config. There. You can flow it up, you can fly it up. Sweet. And the tire is great the way it bounces down. Boing. It's nice and cushy. So let's say do all that shit on the EXM. So, how do you feel about the pad positioning? Do you want to rotate them on the Clark pad so that they come a bit earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the soft mode, you know, it's still going to be decently high torque. You can push it. You can smack into those pads. Very nice braking technique. Looks great. Looks great. So let's change it to the hard mode now, so you get all the torque of the wheel, all the instant torque of the wheel. Because when you press those pads, you want the wheel to accelerate. You don't want the wheel to shift. Right? So we need to get out of the soft mode. We need to get into the hard mode. All right, so hard mode. Now it's just you. No, Bigode isn't helping you anymore. Now it's just you. Don't fall off the front going up. Bend your hip. There. In the hard mode, you'll get all the instant torque out of the machine, but damn, you'll be working your ass off. You're gonna be working your ass off today. On the hard mode, you'll be working your ass off, man. Go ahead, break it. There we go, right? Right? Yeah? The wheel stops, your body keeps moving. Life is great. Life is great. The physics of riding change a bit with the pedal mode. Because when you're not getting any assistance, you gotta fix everything with leverage. Exactly. It's not leaning back during the climb anymore, right? Gotta stay above the wheel. Nice, there we go. There we go. Good job, man. Good job. So does it feel like a huge wheel?
Well, not when I'm into the climbing.
No.
It's okay.
Yeah.
If it's sustained upwards. then
Yep. If it's a
really
sustained
heavy.
climb, then it's hard work. Then it's the wrong wheel for that job. Exactly, exactly. But good skill. Nice, nice, nice. All right, let's roll a bit and see if you can hit the 35 km/h alarm on that in the hard mode. It's gonna be lovely. Did you hit the beeps? Did you hit the beeps? No. You did?
already heard yours.
You heard
I'm not
mine.
sure. I
You
have
definitely.
some-
Oh, if you're not sure, then good luck. Good luck. You're gonna die. You're gonna die today. That's me. That's me. There we go. I mean, I hope you can hear the difference
Yeah,
between my wheel beeping and your wheel beeping.
now I heard it.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're gonna die on a group ride. You're gonna slow down every time someone else beeps, right? So I mean, the EXN is loud as hell. You in front of me beeping on the EXN is louder than my Nikola beeping under me, but that's also pretty normal because of the way sound travels, right? How did it feel to get to 35? You had to work your ass off.
Yeah, I'm more. Maybe my speed meter is wrong on the MCM5, but this is more scary.
It's more scary.
So far.
It's more scary because you feel like you're leaning much more forward in front of the wheel.
Yeah.
You feel like you're doing a Titanic and just leaning into infinity at 35. Well,
I can feel centered on the MCM5.
exactly. Here we're in front of the wheel in a different way, and especially on the hard mode, you really got to lean into it more. So the soft mode would be easier, right? But I would recommend the medium mode. It's more natural. I do like the soft mode a lot. I like the soft mode a lot, but I have to fix my tire because my tire has a wobble to it, and that wobble on the soft mode, it makes the pedals shift, right? Because the pedals are trying to compensate for it. So my legs end up going wah, 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 wah.
You can see it on the soft mode when you put it on
Yeah,
support, and it starts doing this by
yeah.
itself.
yeah. So let's see you get up to some beeps then. Oh, you know what? Let's switch to medium. So you're gonna have to wank around with your phone again. And if anybody wonders why you're such a good rider, I got the answer right here. It's all in the calves, man. It's all in the calves. Do a lot of walking on beaches or what?
No.
No?
No.
No?
I don't know why.
Yeah?
It's just
All
the
right.
way you're.
That's life. That's life, man. Careful, careful out there.
Since I was good enough, you run out my door. You come back, beg for more and more. Just like the times before, you'll always be guaranteed a place inside my heart. I would never forget a single thing. Always be close my down to your heart, and you'll never regret a single thing.
If you have any dreams about riding downstairs, that is the best wheel for that, and this sure as hell is not. So riding downstairs, the EXN will just ride those things like a champ.
Yeah. I will try that one.
Yeah. If you feel brave someday, you can try on my MSX. So how did it feel now, beeping? You get used to it.
I can get used to it. Yeah.
When you get back home and you get on your MCM Fem, you're gonna say, holy shit, what have I been riding? How am I even still alive, man? How am I even still alive? The MCM Fem is a great fun wheel. It's the spirit of electric unicycles. It is the spirit of electric unicycles. Like King Song, 16X, 18XL, the InMotion V11, the V10, the V12. The V12 to a certain degree is the spirit of electric unicycles. Begode no longer makes electric unicycles. They make one-wheel electric motorcycles. That's the philosophy. And it feels like riding one because it becomes a different physical thing, right? It's not that you have a thought. Exactly. Look at this. Look at this. Right? You just have to work in a different way. You have to move in a different way. But imagine doing that at 60 kilometers an hour. And I have clips of me doing it at 60 kilometers an hour. With Tobbe on his beeping monster behind me. Tobbe on his beeping monster. Beep, beep, beep. And I'm like, 60. Life is good. Life is great. Right? It's not terrible. It's just different.
Yeah.
It's nice to go back and forth. But I would never, ever recommend you to get a Tesla or an MSX. If you already have an MCM5, you have one of the most fun and joyful wheels of the Begode series, right? And then
MSP high torque is maybe.
yeah, but the MSP high torque, you'll start beeping at 58 kilometers an hour, and you won't find an MSP high torque no matter how much you look. You can find an RS high torque, that you can find, but the MSP you can just forget about.
I beat my things up too much. I don't want hollow bearings and stuff like that.
Yeah, that I know. That I know. So if you can find a used MSP high torque, sure. Talk to Sergey. Maybe he wants to sell his, right? That's the one that Petra got to borrow when she was getting her Nikola repaired. We took good care of it, right? And he's got that tire on it even. He's got that Kenta tire on it. Let's go up here then. Off he goes. Off he goes.
I just don't care. Fact is, I could not bear to lose this kind of loving touch. Would be bothered much. You had so much class, so take time to understand my reasons for pulling you back to me. You'll always be guaranteed a place inside my heart.
I guess this is who you are now. Just another beeping idiot in the group of riders.
Yeah, but this is set to half.
It's at the half. It's at the half, exactly. I just put it halfway in now. I got a whole other half a dick to go. Say uncle. Say when. So as you guys can see, the Nikola over reports. I'm beeping a bit earlier than he is. Let's go check out the skate park then. No, it doesn't matter. Let's get on the road. How close have you been to falling so far?
No, not so.
Not close to falling at all.
No.
You don't feel like you're wobbling or losing control or fighting for
Some
control.
small wobbles.
Some
but,
small wobbles, right? Some small. There was a couple of good holes over there, man.
Yeah.
If we would have hit those holes,
There was one curve. I'm used to the MCM5. We just jumped it. So
yeah,
I have to,
exactly,
I stopped
exactly.
right
Yeah, yeah. Try this little section here. So let's see, get some air. Bring it. Yeah. How does it jump with the pads?
there. Yeah,
It jumps.
I haven't tried it.
Yeah, it jumps. Bring it with you. Yeah, there you go. And a nice little landing to the burnout, right? There we go. Exactly. Exactly. No problem. No problem. Exactly. Exactly. Watch out for the skaters. Watch out for the skaters. Haters gonna hate. Skaters gonna skate. So of the big wheels, this is the smallest feeling wheel. Exactly, right? They're gonna make a high torque version of the
Yeah.
EXN. Yeah,
You should.
yeah. But you know, I prefer the high speed version because the high torque version will be slower.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so let's get out of this pit. I'm gonna go up gently on the soft mode Nikola here, so don't go. Oh, it just went up on its own. You want to see something funny?
Yeah.
Try it with the Nikola. Remember, it's on the soft mode, so don't be too brutal. Don't be too brutal, or you will learn about skipping magnets. Right? It can still jump, and that's without Clark pads, you know, because we can bring it with us. Yeah, buddy.
Shakedown 1979. Cool kids never have a turn.
Did you hear me beeping?
Yeah.
Fucking loud, man.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Incredible.
Yeah. Ah, good times. I tilted the Clark pads forward a bit. I don't need the. I like to have the brakes when I stand up. I stand up in the braking, and then, you know, I don't want to be stuck on the front of the pads at 30 kilometers an hour, 18 miles an hour, and run out of forward lean. I need to hinge at the hip. Right? Just, you know, even if we're chilling at 35 kilometers an hour, like 22 miles an hour, no one's dying here. That one will beep a couple of miles an hour earlier. In comparison, this feels much more planted than the Nikola. Tire, diameter, and so on. The motor feels like you're on a flying magic carpet. It's like silent, powerful, and endless. The Nikola retains the electric unicycle feeling. This is another level. This is the big wheel, right? This is the smallest feeling, big wheel. Great at skate parks. Great off-road. But the Nick is decent at skate parks and it's great off-road. Pedal this, pedal that. This is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see if he could just comfortably ride that big wheel. Wow. I'm ashamed. Let's go straight. Let's go straight. At least people will move out of our way. At least people will hear us coming. Yeah. What? Yeah, I saw. The wheel will take you for a ride. You know, you gotta ride it loose. Don't press too hard with your calves. Turn your feet out a tiny bit. Turn them out a bit, yeah? Get the knees, get the feet pointing out, get the knees pointing out. Calves slightly touching, because man, that Nicola will take you for a ride. It will take you for a ride, man. The EXN, it will just shit through that kind of stuff. It will just like, it was like, oh, there was something there, you know. But then there's worse stuff. And when I was riding with Sergey the other day, we were doing like 30 miles an hour, 50 kilometers an hour, and he was on the Monster Pro, and he was just like riding through stuff. And I was fighting for my life. I was fighting for my life, man. I was like, damn, he's really pushing me here. So then later on, when I got him on the car street, man, I just got up to, you know, over 40 miles an hour, and I said, fuck you, Sergey. I'm gonna fuck you up now. I'm gonna fuck all y'all. When you do that, right, get the heel up. There. When you do the carve, exactly. That's what the soft mode is for. But keep the turnout. Keep the turnout, get the heel up. That's where the high-speed carving comes into play. Because this is a wheel you want to control foot to foot. guy. Farsta Sports Track. Farsta Sports Track. Are they rebuilding? Looks like they're doing some rebuilding here. That's a no. I've been kicked out of better racetracks. We're gonna look at the behavior here. It's gonna be like riding a half pipe, right? It just goes everywhere, man. It goes everywhere.
It's okay, it's not that bad.
No, but that's good then. That's good. Up you go. You can do it. You can do it, man. You can do it. Yeah, you can't do it. You can't do it. Terrible. Terrible. Oh man, you jumped it. You jumped it. I've never seen anyone jump that wheel like that, man. Actually. Hold on. Let's get away from this bus. So let's let him get acquainted to the EXN a bit, and he's gonna redo that section and see about a more linear behavior. Yeah. Nice. Now ride that shitty section where the bus has been raping the road. Watch out for the car, man. Don't psych him. This ain't New York, man. No problem, man. No problem. But the new tire that comes with the Nikola is the CST C1773, and it behaves like that one.
Okay.
So that is my unicorn tire. That's it. That's my unicorn tire. This is my carving, dancing tire, man, and it's the shit. I love it. So now, get your Bigoda app, turn it on, keep it on, and monitor your speed.
Out on the road, there are fireflies circling deep in the wood where the lost souls hide. Over the hill, there are men returning, trying to find some peace of mind.
Now you can check your speed.
Yeah, it was
Scary.
yeah.
Scary.
Yeah,
Yeah. We're gonna go left here. Oh no, we're not. We're gonna go right. How much? 39. Yeah, 39. I was hoping for 40.
Are you hungry?
I fast every day for 16 hours. Yeah, but that's why my channel is called Is There Any Food? I fast for 16 hours a day. I actually fast so that I don't think about food. I don't make any decisions about food or anything like that. I don't wonder what I'm going to eat because I'm not going to eat. And then I don't have to make the extra 100 decisions that people make about their food.
I'm the same. I haven't eaten either.
And then when it's time to eat, then I try not to go to McDonald's and order everything on the menu, you know, and go and hypercompensate. You know, I go and do my workout. I'll have a protein shake or something, eat some fruit or eat some eggs and sausage. You know, try to keep it on the high protein, low carb side and so on.
That's the right way.
I know it's a normal hypercompensation mechanism, and in the end, we'll just end up burning muscles and making a bad body composition. You know, otherwise there are a lot of advantages to doing intermittent fasting, but we have to sort of like plan ahead. So with the extra time that we have by not eating, we could be preparing for the meal, because otherwise, when the time comes, we're gonna want a fried chicken watermelon donut dipped in chocolate sauce. You know, we're like ah. You know? And it would be better to just have, you know, a protein shake, some eggs, a nice piece of meat, and start there. And then we'll see how many problems we have left. You know? But when we come out of fasting, we got a million problems. A million. Let's go this way. Sweeping curve. Let's see him get that left leg off the inside of the wheel. See him get the right leg off the inside of the wheel. There we go.